Greetings and welcome to Rich Metzger's Let's Play of Deus Ex Human Revolution, Part 3, Detroit Hub. Here we go. So, we're about to turn in the first mission. So let's kind of recap where we are. We're Adam Jensen. We're ex-SWAT. We had some Mexican town massacre that we were a part of, but we don't know about yet. He was presumably released from SWAT, but luckily he was in a romantic relationship with a powerful researcher who hired him for private security at Seraph Industries. So there was an attack on Megan and Seraph Industries when they were about to go to Washington and unveil some new research. Adam Jensen almost died. Seraph brought him back, augmented, and now we're in the midst of kind of a primitivist versus transhumanist civil war. The first mission was another attack on Seraph by Zeke Sanders. We ended up letting him go, but we saved a hostage.
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Seraph Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me.
That's an interesting conversation. Like I said, I live right outside of Detroit. I work in Detroit. A lot of people feel that way about people like Mike Ilitch, rest in peace, but his kids still have a lot of power in the city, and like Dan Gilbert, who owns the Cavaliers, but also a ton of stuff in Detroit.
Someone slipped him into Sanders' group.
And they expect them to save the city. And they create plenty of jobs. Alright, so let's talk to Pritchard.
Well, well, if it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Okay. Like I said, I really like the character models in this, and the lighting on them is great. Jensen looks awesome. Pritchard looks really good. Like the shape of his face and his eyes. I think Jensen's glasses are a little gimmicky, but they're pretty sweet. So I wonder if we can do some hacking and stuff. This is level 2. I think I did get a praxis point. We got 2. Social enhancer costs 2. I might get that. But I think this is a necessity. I wonder if they'll turn on me here. I should make a quick save. just in case. This is taking a while. It's gonna be close.
Access denied.
Did not get it. Let's try Mika Pi. Really just farming EXP here.
Save the world. That's what millionaires do when they get bored. They save the world. Didn't you know that?
Nice.
Access granted.
It's nice to get little rewards too. I wish we can buy some praxis points. You know, a lot of people seem like they're against transhumanism type stuff until they need something done. You know, they need a new leg, new arm. I'm not quite sure how I feel. I don't need those things, so not yet. And like I said, I'm not going to read all this stuff out loud. It's just too much narration. But I am reading it, and you can read it too. Yeah, it's gotta be rough for Seraph. It's these attacks have really done a number on him. I wonder where this goes. Little EXP just for crawling in tunnels. This might be the one I failed earlier. Don't you want to believe that Megan could still be alive? She probably is. I don't know. But why would they have a romantic interest for Jensen and not have her in the game later? And I think I mentioned this before, but the romantic interest adds a lot more of a human element to Jensen compared to JC in the original. Too full for the whiskey. I could upgrade my inventory space. It might be a waste though. I just need to make some decisions on what I'm gonna carry. But I think I could sell stuff, so to find where I can do that soon. I shouldn't have opened that door. I should have came back around and hacked it for the EXP. Oh, this might not work out well. Oh shoot. I misclicked there and that's...
Access granted.
Still got it. Globalism. So this neuroposing kind of seems like a metaphor for opiates. Oh, I got a code. Room 32. Probably better off. Well, this gives 2 rewards. I gotta try this. Man, it's a 4. Come on, baby.
Access granted.
400 credits and a nuke.
I hear you cleared up the situation at the plant, Adam. Nice job.
Yeah, well, cops didn't like it. $1,500 people in Detroit. It is just one man, you know, but that's a lot of job plus derivatives. Whoa, who's Lyle? Whoa, this is a 3. I wonder if I should spend that praxis point and just get my hacking up early. That's a 4. Wonder how high I can get it before I have to leave this hub. And there's Pritchard, so I've circled around here. We'll head up to the penthouse now.
I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for Detroit PD to get answers.
Let's go.
They spin the news like anyone else.
coffee.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him
He's mad
slip
at me
away
too.
like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
And I didn't even get the hostages, I don't think.
And I did. The Typhoon is safe. Sanders didn't know about it. He didn't even know his hacker was augmented. He's not the mastermind behind this, boss.
So you cut him a break? The man broke into my facility and took hostages at him. I thought you were ready for this.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Well, maybe they didn't like being held off so long at the plant.
Is that my head of security speaking? Or the ex-cop? Listen, Adam, I don't want to squabble about this. I need you to get to the bottom of it. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
Sweet, I got another praxis point. A woman of color living with augmentations is a challenge. That's interesting lore. Not so different from something you'd hear right now. What's up, Athene?
Were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have
Luddites.
died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, If he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words. That man is trouble. You better get going, Adam. I'm sure whatever David's after you.
What you got hiding in these toilets? Nothing this time. Alright, let's see what else we can get out of this building. Get onto the street.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Shit, I'm being paged.
Right.
How annoying. So I wonder if I should try and get level 3 hacking right now. I mean, I'm for sure gonna get it. I just don't know if there's something I might need otherwise. Because that's a 3 and that's a 4. And that's Pritchard, right? Yeah.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
We'll head to my office. Or we'll stop and hack.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Access granted.
Nice. Global politics review.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
So China getting powerful, nothing surprising there. So China has less regulation.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Man, there's a lot of shady stuff and a lot of characters. I'm not even sure who they are yet and how they all interconnect. It's a lot of names to remember.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
So there was some clause in the contract that allowed him to work on Jensen without his consent.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Best thing that's happened in this company all year.
No kidding. General O'Neill would have canceled all our military.
Jensen,
contracts
remember
if
me?
Anyone got a look at? Oh no, it sounds too good.
What up?
What do you?
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's just, it's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
I like the neuropozyne as a plot mechanic better than the ambrosia from the original.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you.
Good.
Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow. Thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Cool. Ooh, wine. Yeah, it's another level 3. I'm gonna go for it. It's probably the best thing in the game, or the most needed. And they all only cost 1 point. There's a lot of rewards. I can even go for the red one. 80% detection. This is gonna be rough. Yeah. I don't even have to do this. I just love the hacking for the EXP and the rewards. I've got a nice amount of software built up. But man, I got 80% detection on this. I should use another praxis point. If I get lucky on the first one, I could probably do it. Maybe I got it.
Access
I didn't get the
granted.
rewards though. Okay, so what are my objectives right now? Okay, nothing in here. But I should probably still see what I can hack before I go. I gotta get 2. Goodness. Easy
Access
peasy.
granted.
Hell yeah, give me those credit chips. Everyone keeps money in their drawer. It's like, don't you know Jensen's around? Jensen's back, bitches. I get all these codes and I just don't care because I'm gonna hack everything. So it's like everyone wants everyone else to go in everyone's office and get information. There's a lot of office politics. A lot of shady stuff going on. I need to find these vials. Maybe they're here still. Another credit chip. That's a big boy. Of course they can. It's interesting. I think there's some truth to it, but it's not such an absolute thing. Some kind of tracking is good for social order, but what's the extent, and do you have a constitution to protect individual liberties? And do the people actually act on it and keep the government in check?
Access granted.
So what's Cyber Boost Pro? It's a pack of them. I don't know what I can drop. I need to go sell some stuff and then come back here and raid it one more time. Make sure I get everything.
Access granted.
Ooh, event. Robot Wars competition in 1994. A lot of nerd talk. Ooh, another hack. I'm about it.
Access granted.
Huh. Someone's getting it on. Alright, let's see what's down here. There's my EXP. So where am I at on that real quick? So my next praxis is almost 4,000 away. And I only have 1 point.
Finally, someone who can get things done. Welcome back, Adam.
Thanks. Alright, seems like...
Oh, hey, Jensen.
We were just
nice
saying what a
job.
good job you did.
I got everything here. But I wonder if there's a basement that I can go into. Not sure what's back here. Got beer at work. Goodness gracious.
Jensen, you were there at the plant. What happened? How did that monster get away from you?
Yeah, no one really likes me for that right now. This is the helipad. So I might have already found this. I should just check. Okay. So I got all those offices, except for this 3-banger. And the 4-banger, maybe I should get it. Oh man, it's not gonna work. That's a tough one. I think I'll wait till I come back.
All they do is watch Picus and listen to the one-sided pundits talk about us like we're monsters.
Dory, your family has a right to know.
Josie Thorpe. She's the plant manager.
Right, Adam.
Jensen,
I heard about
what
the
a
plan
hero.
and the way you saved Josie.
Well, the dum-dums like me. The mid-level guys. It's all the top people that hate me. Maybe I'm the people's champ.
Mrs. Reed?
Adam, I'm sorry you startled
Megan's
me.
mom.
And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I guess I never thought of it that way.
I'm sorry. It's not proper of me to come here and stir up bad memories, especially after what you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies.
I'll bet.
And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more.
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
Should I expect some form of compensation for this?
Adam, you're serious, aren't you? My God, this isn't who you used to be. I thought a chance to know what really happened to Megan, what really happened to you, would have been enough. Would have been worth your time.
Well,
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Alright. So we got a couple quests going. I'm going to end this video and boot it back up in a second. So, we'll be right back.